What happens when the final breath escapes? Does consciousness fade into nothingness, or does it journey into realms beyond our understanding? Welcome, fellow seeker, to the threshold of eternity. Today, we explore one of the most profound and enigmatic teachings of Tibetan Buddhism, the Bardo Thodol, often referred to in the West as the Tibetan Book of the Dead. But this is no ordinary guide to the afterlife. It is a cosmic roadmap, a spiritual companion for the most mysterious transition of all, the journey beyond death. Prepare yourself, for together we will step through this veil, decode its ancient wisdom, and perhaps glimpse the deeper truths of existence. The Bardo Thodol was brought into being by Padmasambhava, a figure shrouded in legend and reverence. Born in India, he is celebrated as the one who carried the torch of Buddhism to Tibet in the 8th century. To the Tibetan people, he is Guru Rinpoche, the Precious Master, a title that barely scratches the surface of his profound spiritual legacy. Padmasambhava was no ordinary monk. He was a mystic, a yogi, and a master of esoteric practices. His teachings were not confined to the living. They extended beyond the grave, offering guidance to souls navigating the afterlife. The Bardo Thodol emerged from his vision of liberation, a way to transcend suffering, even in death. From a young age, Padmasambhava displayed extraordinary spiritual gifts, earning him the title of Mahasiddha, a being who has achieved the highest levels of enlightenment and mastery over the unseen forces of the universe. Invited to Tibet by King Trisong Detsen, Padmasambhava faced a land steeped in shamanic traditions and animist beliefs. The indigenous Bon religion, with its pantheon of local deities and spirits, posed a challenge to the spread of Buddhism. But Padmasambhava was no stranger to resistance. Using his mastery of tantric rituals and mystical arts, he harmonized these forces, weaving the old and the new into a unified spiritual tapestry. This synthesis laid the foundation for Tibetan Buddhism, with the establishment of Samye Monastery as its beating heart. In Tibetan Buddhism, death is not an end, but a transition, a doorway to liberation. Padmasambhava understood that in the moments after death, the mind, freed from the constraints of the physical body, becomes acutely receptive to the ultimate truth. Yet he also knew that most souls, unprepared and clouded by fear, would miss this opportunity. Thus, the Bardo Thodol was born, a guide to navigate the bardos, the in-between states that follow death. The Bardo Thodol is a map through 3 primary stages of the afterlife. The first is the Chikai Bardo, the moment of death itself. Here, the physical body dissolves, and consciousness encounters the primordial, clear light, a radiant, boundless expanse of pure awareness. This light is the essence of the mind, free from duality, fear, or attachment. For the prepared soul, this is the moment of liberation. To recognize the clear light as one's true nature is to step beyond the cycle of rebirth. But for the unprepared, the light's intensity can be overwhelming, driving the soul into the next stage. The second stage is the Chonyid Bardo, the Bardo of visions. Here, the soul encounters projections of its own mind, visions both peaceful and wrathful. These are not external entities, but reflections of the soul's karma, its accumulated desires, fears, and attachments. Peaceful deities, radiant and serene, appear first, offering a glimpse of enlightenment. But if the soul cannot recognize these as aspects of itself, it is confronted by wrathful deities, fierce, terrifying manifestations of its own unresolved emotions. The Chonyid Bardo is a mirror, revealing the soul's deepest truths and offering a chance for integration and transcendence. The final stage is the Siddha Bardo, the bardo of rebirth. Here, the soul faces the culmination of its journey, the choice of its next incarnation. Driven by karmic impulses, the soul is drawn toward a new body, a new life. This choice is not conscious, but instinctive, shaped by the soul's unresolved desires and fears. The Bardo Thodol urges the soul to remain detached, to see through the illusions of rebirth and recognize the clear light once more. For those who can do so, liberation is possible. For others, the cycle of samsara continues. The Bardo Thodol is more than a guide to the afterlife. It is a call to awaken in this life. By contemplating death, we learn to live with greater awareness, to see through the illusions that bind us. It teaches us that liberation is not a distant goal, but a present possibility, available to those who can recognize the clear light within. As we reflect on these teachings, we are invited to ask ourselves, are we ready to face the unknown? Can we let go of the identities we cling to and embrace the boundless nature of our true selves? The Bardo Thodol is not just a map for the dying. It is a mirror for the living, a reminder that every moment is an opportunity for awakening. If this journey into the mysteries of life and death has stirred something within you, share your thoughts in the comments below. What questions does the afterlife raise for you? How do these teachings resonate with your own understanding of existence? Together, let us explore the greatest mysteries of all. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, stay curious, stay awake, and remember, the light is always within you.